Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How did this all happen? How did Empower Initiative come to be, if we just begin from there? You're so young.
All right, so I started Empower Initiative in 2014 as a student at Maseno University. So when I got into campus, I realized students had babies and no one was taking care of the babies because, you know, our core business in campus is academics. So kids are like the extras and no one really pay attention to the kids. So for student moms, it was more of a struggle for them because they're trying to balance between the academics and motherhood, and these are new mothers.
Okay.
And it was kind of difficult for them because, you know, it's very expensive. And in universities, according to the handbook, and I think it's a government regulation,
Yes.
at 6 months of pregnancy, you're supposed to be out of the hostels.
Okay.
You're not hosted within school. And the hostels out there were a bit expensive, so it was a struggle for them. So these are things that I wanted to revise and also to enable them balance between the academics and
Okay, Buya. Academics and what?
babies.
Academics and babies. Usually when people take on such causes, it's because it's happened to a family friend. It's because it's happened to their best friend. It's because it's happened to a close member of the family. Why would you just think about, you know, mothers with babies and the fact that they've been neglected in school?
Oh, well, I can't say I have like a personal experience or have a really close friend who'd gone through that. But you know, there are times we limit ourselves to solving problems that affect us. But how about we do something that doesn't really affect us? Because the moment we solve a problem that is affecting another person who's not even related to us, then it gives us peace, you know.
That's noble.
You know, because somehow human beings are interconnected. I solve your problem, I get some other problem solved too.
Okay.
Because, you know, I can't solve all my problems. I will save yours today. Tomorrow, someone will take care of my problem.
Okay, let's talk about how small you started and how you have grown. Are we talking about a staff here? Do you have a staff? Do you have people that you have employed? Because this is a platform.
Oh yeah, so I started in 2014. I shared the idea with 4 friends who really supported me. And then later, because very few people received the idea really well and they're coming in, realized 4 people are not enough. So we had to talk to other people who had the same vision. We shared the vision with them and we expanded to a team of 10. We started really small. By the way, we started under some tree in college campus because now we'd meet like once in a week on Sunday. We don't have food to give, we don't have pampers to give, we don't have speakers, you know, we don't have like a decent room, but we have a platform to share, for them to share their experiences and their struggles.
Yeah, I know you have already talked about mothers and babies and they're neglected, but where do you get sponsorship? What are some of the programs you carry, and how do you get the money to be able to move along?
So besides the Student Moms program, I was a student leader, so I contested in campus politics and I won. And when I was getting into campus, I realized we had very few women and girls in leadership.
Yes.
And so when I asked, you know, that was like the status quo. So girls, ladies don't take these positions because, you know, campus elections can be very messy and expensive. So I decided to vie and just have an experience that when I tell you I will need you to vie, I'm talking from experience and I'm telling you it's possible. Okay. So after contesting and winning, then we also have a mentorship program for students who want to take up student leadership positions right from first year. You know, we guide you through how are you going to raise funds for campaigns, how are you going to gain sponsors, what do you have, what are your agendas, like, you know, we help you draft the manifestos. We take you through the whole process. Okay. Yes, and we support you. Okay. And then we also have another program that addresses gender-based violence because this is real, even in campus. So we usually give them a platform to talk about their experiences too, and then we guide them through the right channels.
Sawa. Are you doing all these things at home? Because are you living alone? Are you still living with your parents? Are they supportive of what you're doing? What's the experience like?
I'm my mama's kid. I live with my parents. Yeah, and I think I'll live there for many more years.
Do they have your support?
Oh,
do
yes,
do
total
do you have
support.
their support?
Total support, because there are times I do events and I'm zero bob, because there are times people promised to assist you or to make little contributions and they go silent. Like my parents are my number one sponsors, so yes, they believe in this cause and they give their very best to ensure that I serve.
Let us backpedal to the fact that you just finished school last Friday.
Yes.
What is the plan? Do you want to get a job? Have you gotten a job? Are you applying for jobs? Are you working at, concurrently with what you're doing right now?
Okay, so a few weeks to clearing school, I was going through a paper and I saw an advert. I knew very well I hadn't qualified for that job by then because I didn't have a degree. I haven't graduated and I don't have a certificate to show. But I faithed it. I keep saying faithed it. So I submitted my application. And yes, a week to clearing school, I'd already secured a job and I was posted to Uasin Gishu County.
What's the job?
I work for ELOG.
ELOG.
Yes.
I like that you mentioned faith because this is also part inspirational. It's part of the inspirational journey of the guests that come here. So how has faith played a role in your life? Making you believe in the things you want to do and just making you grounded.
Okay, yes. So well, I tell you, we started from zero bob as an initiative. All we'd buy is drinks, maybe buy juice at about 200 bob because for juice you can dilute and biscuits. And then I knew I wanted to make a difference. I knew I wanted to impact on the lives of student moms. I knew I wanted to impact on the lives of women and girls, but I didn't have like a clear plan. I can't say I had a mentor who done all this, who would guide me. So I can't say it's blindly. I don't know whether faith is related to blindness. You're just doing, you don't know what the future holds, but you're doing it anyway because you feel like the future is brilliant and there's this intrinsic motivation.
My question is, do you know God? Do you have a relationship with God?
Yes.
And I want to connect your faith in God with what you're doing, all this amazing things you're doing.
Yes, I know God as a friend, as a father. God is my friend. I talk to him about everything concerning so like God, thank you for the opportunity for the interview. I'm going to publish, so just do with me that which you want.
Okay.
So I gave my life to Christ in Form 1 as a student, and it's been an amazing journey for me. Yes.
If you were speaking to a young person, because there's a lot of young people who watch this part of the show, what would you say to them just about believing in yourself and staying grounded in the Word? Do you have something you would tell them? Do you have something inspiration you would say to them?
You were created for a reason. You're not here you're not in the world to hang out and chill and rave and wait for heaven. You're here to make a difference, and the difference is in you. Like God has given you everything that you need. And I want them to believe that it is in them, because when God created them, then they say God created you for a purpose, and you have a purpose. It doesn't matter how long you will take to find your purpose. Just make sure that even as you wander somehow, you stick to God so that He guides you step. He says in His Word He will instruct you in the way you should go, and He will direct you by His own eyes, right?
Buya, it was nice to have you on the show. I'm hoping that we can be able to have another chance to host you on a different platform perhaps, and maybe we'll be talking more about the future and where you'll be at that point in your life. This is the Inspiration Corner, and I hope that you've been truly inspired. Until next time, it's goodbye from all of us here.